Hello everyone. Our video today is on reported speech and this is part 1. I have 4 questions for you. Question 1. What is reported speech? And question 2. Why do we call it reported? Why the name is reported? Question 3. Why do we call it speech? And question 4. Does reported speech have another name? Let's look at the answers. What is reported speech? Reported speech is a style used in speaking and writing to report what people say or said. So reported speech is a style. We use it in speaking and we use it in writing. Why do we use it? We use it to report what people say or said. Sometimes people say something and at the same time we report it, and sometimes they say something and after maybe a few hours or days or months, we report it. Number 2, why do we call it reported? So reported, why this name? We call it reported because after a person says something, we report what that person said to other people. So we call it reported because after a person says something, we report what that person said to other people. Why do we call it speech? We call it speech because it is the speech of one person or more than one person. So sometimes we report what one person said, sometimes people say something and we report what they said. Number 4. Does reported speech have another name? Yes, we call it indirect speech. So it has 2 names, reported speech or indirect speech. In English, we have direct and indirect speech. So what is direct speech and what is indirect speech? Direct speech, we use direct speech when a person says something and then we report what that person said. And we do not make any grammatical changes, and this is very important. So in direct speech, we do not make any grammatical changes. For example, we have a person called Ahmed. You are friendly. So I use speech marks. Before you, I use speech marks. After friendly, I use speech marks. This means you are friendly is a sentence and Ahmed said this sentence. That is why I put it between speech marks. So I want to report what Ahmed said. So I say Ahmed said you are friendly. So I do not make any grammatical changes. I keep the sentence which Ahmed said as it is. I keep the sentence which Ahmed said as it is. I don't change anything in this sentence. And this is direct speech. Indirect speech or reported speech, we use indirect speech when a person says something and then we report what that person said. Of course, I said before, we can report what one person said or we can report what people said. So both cases are possible. But the important thing in indirect speech or reported speech, what is the important thing? We always make grammatical changes and this is very important. In reported speech, we always make grammatical changes. So, Ahmed, you are friendly. This is the sentence which Ahmed said. You are friendly. So I report it. I say Ahmed said that. That between brackets. I put that between brackets. This means you can put it or you can delete it. If it is formal English, you have to put it. If it is informal English, you have to delete that, or you can delete that in informal English. But in standard formal English, it is better to use that. So I repeat, Ahmed said that you are friendly. So you are friendly. Ahmed said that you are friendly. Of course, if Ahmed is speaking to someone, I can say, or spoke about someone. So let's say Ahmed spoke about John. So Ahmed said you are friendly. That means Ahmed spoke to John, and Ahmed said to John, you are friendly. So I can go and say to John after maybe a few hours, Ahmed said you are friendly. But if Ahmed spoke to me, and I want to report what Ahmed said to me, so I can go and say Ahmed said that I am friendly. I am friendly. And this is important in parts, in reported speech. All the time you have to think about meaning. So Ahmed, you are friendly. If Ahmed said you are friendly to John, so let's say Ahmed said to John, you are friendly. I report this and I say Ahmed said that you are friendly. Or I can say Ahmed said that John is friendly. It depends. If I speak, if Ahmed said to John you are friendly, so if I go and speak to John, I can say John, Ahmed said that you are friendly. So I am speaking to John. I am reporting what Ahmed said to John. But if I go to a different person, I go to James, and I want to report what Ahmed said. So I go to James and I say, James, Ahmed said that John is friendly. Ahmed said that John is friendly. But if Ahmed spoke to me and Ahmed said to me, you are friendly, so I have to say Ahmed said that I am friendly. So all these, scenarios are possible. We have three situations, three scenarios. Another one, Ahmed, I will take my son on holiday today. So I am going to report what Ahmed said. Most of the time, I report what somebody says to me to other people. This is the general scenario, the general situation. So Ahmed spoke to me and Ahmed said to me, I will take my son on holiday today. Of course, before we put speech marks. After today, we put speech marks. All the time, if it is direct speech, we use speech marks. This means this sentence was said by Ahmed. So I will take my son on holiday today. This sentence was said by Ahmed. I am going to report what Ahmed said. So what do I do? Ahmed said that he would take his son on holiday that day. So I put some words in blue. This shows you the grammatical changes we make in reported speech. So the blue words show you that we made grammatical changes in the reported speech. So number one, I use that, and as I said, that is formal. In formal English, we have to use that. I delete the speech marks before I and after today. I delete them. I don't use them. I change I into he. I change will take into would take. So I change will and I make it past. Why is this? Because when a person says something, let's say today is 10 o'clock, and then 12 o'clock I report what the person said. So the person said something at 10, I report at 12. This means 10 o'clock is past, 12 o'clock is, present. And that is why all the time we change, or most of the time I have to say, we change the tenses in reported speech. So I change I into he. I change will into would take. Will take becomes would take. My son, his son. I use his son. On holiday. Today I change it to that day, because today we use it with the present. That day we use it with the past. And I explained to you why we change the tense and why we change the time. So we change the tense. Will take, we make it would take. Today, is used with the present. That day is used with the past. Why? Because if Ahmed said that sentence at 10 o'clock, I reported at 12 o'clock or 4 o'clock, it means 10 o'clock is past, 12 o'clock is present. That is why I have to change the tense and change the time. Of course, also I change the pronoun. I is a pronoun. I change it into he, and mine is a possessive adjective. I change it into his. Of course, this is part 1, reported speech part 1, but when we go to part 2 and 3 and 4, I will give you more and more and more examples. This is the end of the video. So thank you for watching. You can type www.google.com and you type this sentence: interactive exercises on reported speech. In this way you can do many exercises on reported speech on the internet. And don't forget to click on subscribe if you like the video and you want to watch more videos in future. Thank you for watching. Thank you.